Okay. Okay. Bird app and not bird app, and then we'll be proper life. Tweet. Download GIF. So, how is everyone this fine, lovely morning? Because I'm very... Yes. Anyway. Let's just get into it. On the cloud, a Sphene would take you back to the outskirts. Perhaps you should head back to the outskirts. I dare say your friends will also have returned by now. My thanks again for dealing with the fiends. Come and visit us anytime. Do you hear that?
What's happening over there?
That's a good question.
It's nearly time.
So, I'm suspicious of Sphene. Like, thinking on it, she's hella sus.
I'm glad you could make it.
Are you with us?
Queen Sphene has come to see you. We're here, Namika.
Namika?
Everything is going to be all right.
Oh, whoa.
What's the matter, dear?
It can't be. That's the bangle I gave to Namika.
You know her?
Of course I know her. She was like a mother to me.
I see. She was always willing to lend a kindly ear to others, but rarely did she ever speak of herself.
Is it really you?
She must have arrived shortly before the barrier manifested. For us, it was perhaps days, but for her...
Namika, it's me! Wuklamat!
That's...
I'm afraid her time with us is nearly at an end.
Man.
Has she no more soul cells?
She always used hers sparingly, but at her age, it wouldn't make a difference.
Ma'am, the ushers have arrived.
Thank you, Namika, for your many years of friendship. Take comfort in the knowledge that this is not the end.
Not where I want to start the stream.
Be not afraid. Your memory will live on, in us.
Living on in memory. The Giants share a similar belief.
Wait! Where are you taking her?
Worry not. She is being escorted to a medical facility in the tower. There we will ease her burden.
So kill her.
I had hoped to make arrangements for her sooner, but she wished to remain here for as long as possible. I could not bring myself to refuse her.
Is there any way I might stay with her for a little while longer? We may not share the same blood, but she was my mother. Please.
Let us give them some time alone.
I can't with this game right now. Can we have like a happy moment, please? First Galul Jaja, now Namika. That's.
She didn't speak, but I'm grateful that I could be with her at the end.
Oh.
Thank you.
It's not the end.
Hmm?
Oh, nothing. I was just thinking that we have much to discuss. Where shall we begin?
With what we can be reasonably certain of, perhaps. Between what we have witnessed and the testimony of Alexandria's inhabitants, it's safe to say that two distinct lands have indeed become one. What's more, having met Namika, there is no denying the divergence in the passage of time. Taken together, these phenomena strongly suggest that some manner of cross-rift displacement has occurred. Specifically, the displacement of Alexandria from another reflection to the source.
It does seem the most likely explanation.
What perplexes me, however, is the scale of said displacement. It far exceeds what could conceivably be achieved with a Void Gate, or
Yeah.
even with the Crystal Tower. In essence, we are dealing with a localized instance of dimensional compression. The Ascians would no doubt liken it to a rejoining. Which invites the question, how was such a feat accomplished?
I wish that I had an answer for you, but this talk of reflections and dimensions is well beyond my understanding. I can only tell you that we lived peacefully under the barrier's protection for many, many years, until the day that peace was suddenly broken.
If I may clarify, the barrier predates Alexandria's displacement.
By several hundred years, yes. To when the continent we call home was ravaged by a devastating cataclysm. The barrier was erected to isolate us from the surrounding land's innocuous influence.
I see. And it was only later that it was whisked away, along with its contents, by means unknown.
In other words, Sphene's as lost as the rest of us, right? The Alexandrians didn't mean to end up in Tural.
But of course, our next stop ought to be Everkeep. That tower over yonder. Once you have been registered as my guests, you will have access to Solution 9 and its residential district, where you will doubtless gain invaluable insight into Alexandria's state of affairs. Unfortunately, I cannot take you directly to where Zoralja resides.
That you'd let us in it all goes a long way toward proving you're not content to let Zoralja do as he pleases. But we're not talking about a simple difference of opinion here. I've come to avenge my father. And to do so, I intend to take Zoralja's life. Are you willing to stand by and allow Alexandria's king to be slain?
A fair question. Permit me to answer it thus. My people come first. Their welfare is paramount. I will do everything in my power to keep them from harm. It is a ruler's duty. Now, I am off to register you at Everkeep. It may take some time, but you shall find the entrance open to you in due course. Oh, and ere I forget, your mother, Kafkiwa? You might try the Thunder Yards to the east.
The Thunder Yards? Is that where she is?
I'm afraid I can say no more than that. Make for the Thunder Yards, and all will be made clear.
It's not as if we have other pressing business. Not until we can get into this Everkeep, anyway. Thank you for earlier. And for being a friend to Namika these past 30 years. It means a lot to me.
Namika? I'm sorry, but I don't know who you mean.
What?
What? We were just with her. If this is some sort of a joke, it isn't funny.
I don't mean to give offense, but I honestly have no idea who you are talking about. I'm sorry.
How can you not know who she is? You're in charge here. She was under your care.
Then in all likelihood, my memories of her have been stored in the cloud.
What?
Any person seemingly forgotten without reason is probably there, in the cloud. Oh, I really must be getting back to work. If you'll excuse me.
I'm sorry, what? Well, that's way too suspicious. Like, that is a level of suspicious that, like, I'm appalled by. What's going on? How could Pepoane suddenly forget about Namika? It's as if he never knew her. Could the same thing have happened to others as well, I wonder? There's only one way to find out. Let's make inquiries about Namika in the area. We can reconvene afterwards at the Aetheryte. An old woman named Namika. Right, I know that person. I'm sorry, I couldn't be of help. What? But we were literally just there. What's that? Do I know an Namika? Never met anyone by that name, and I've worked at the outskirts for a good while now. If she'd spent time here, I would remember. Do I recall caring for someone until recently? Say that it was a woman named Namika? Well, I can't say for certain. It was her. I wouldn't worry. I'm sure she's just been taken up to the cloud. That's... So it's the same for everyone. Not a single person remembers Namika. It's as if the memory of her has been purged from their minds. While such a thing might be done with magic, to alter the memories of so many at once would be a tremendous undertaking. We would have felt a surge of ether corresponding to the act too, and I sensed none in that moment. Neither did I, but I did notice something else. Right before Pepoane seemingly forgot, a light in the device on his head began to blink. Could there be a connection? Someone else said something about soul cells. But who might we ask about this? If we continued making such inquiries, I expect we would only cause confusion. Indeed, if we can't readily solve the mystery about Namika, perhaps we could search for Kofkia instead? Oh. Sphene said to try the Thunder Yards. It should be in this direction. I don't like this. Gasp, impossible. Another kind of mechanical soldier. It looks dangerous. We'd better destroy it. Ooh-ah! Should we give chase? I think it understood our words. It might be worth asking it some questions. Aaronville, are you alright? You look like you've seen a ghost. It's nothing, I'm fine. Well, it went off in the direction we're headed anyway, so let's try to track it down. You found it. To the northeast, then it must be bound for the mines. Come on then. It could well be a trap, so let's not rush in too quickly. We have Alizé, but no, Alphino. I heard faint voices coming from inside. This is not alone, but we're still going in, of course. This may be a trap. Be ready for a fight, everyone. I don't like this. I don't like this at all. There's still one more. Interesting. I may have realized that before, but... Huh. Interesting. Where would it be then? Yeah. I can hear them. Several people up ahead. I can't make out the conversation with the echoing. Let's keep going. Stay on your guard.
What is this?
Aaronville!
A trap?
It really is you!
LNSP.
Huh?
Just like, what?
Who?
I just have to get a look at you in the light. And I can still hardly believe my eyes. But it is you, my darling Elderspiel!
My darling, what now?
He's just like...
Oh, it's so good to see you, my fussy little bun bun. But what are you doing here? What brings you all this way?
So... Is Rob's a robot? Sorry. Did she call him fussy little... What? I'm so confused.
Why the long face? Aren't you happy to see me after all this time?
I'd know that laugh anywhere. Mother?
Is she supposed...
Wait. Since when was your mother a weird floating thing?
And what have we here? Say, aren't you good old Jaja's kitten? I knew I recognized that adorable fuzzy face. Eleanor Spear was always so excited whenever you invited him over to play. You remember me, I hope?
I can't say that I do, but you know my father?
Appearances notwithstanding, it would seem this is my mother, Kafkiwa.
Kiwa.
I'm sorry?
Oh, but this won't do. Come in! Friends of my Eleanor Spear are always welcome.
Does she not know?
All I ask is a little forewarning, but no.
He's just like, I just wanted a warning. A bunch of them are just like, whatever, not my problem. I'm sorry, what? Can we?
Just when I thought I was starting to get a handle on this place, how are things still getting stranger?
You and me both, sister. You and me both. What the fuck? Man, not even Hades and crew were this out there. And they had 10,000-year-old trauma driving the wheel for 10,000 years. So as I could tell, this is indeed my mother. I could think of few people in the world quite so spirited. Hey yo, what to heck? But as to what's happened, only to ask her. Yeah, excuse me, what? Gone and forgotten. Erinville is conflicted by this long-fated reunion. Let's see what she has to say. I'm so confused. I don't think 30 years is supposed to turn you into a robot. So wonderful to meet you all. Why isn't this voiced? And the students of Baldesion. It's been a while since I heard that name. Dare I ask the reason for your appearance? Oh, this is just a body that I can control remotely. I use this for our operations. Remotely? So she's not a robot. I'm so very confused. We're members of a resistance organization, Oblivion. We call ourselves Oblivion. We call ourselves, and our goal is to thwart Zoralja's ambitions for conquest. As leader, it's proved that I remain where it can't be easily found. See, whimsical appearances notwithstanding, yours is a serious cause. Right, you are. The truth be told, Oblivion was founded for an altogether different purpose. And that is... As I expect you've already noticed, everything you see within this dome, the buildings, the people, the very earth beneath our feet, is a fusion of two worlds. Stopping such a fusion was Oblivion's original mission. Then does that mean you know who or what is responsible for it? I'm afraid not. This was a long time ago, and our mission statement has become more of a legend that's passed down to members. By the time we joined, our sole objective was stopping Zoralja. But we failed to do that, and now he's taken his army outside the dome. None of you wear those strange devices on your heads. Does that have something to do with your work? You mean this? It's a regulator, the pinnacle of electrope technology. And that we don't wear it is indeed related to our operations. What exactly does it do? Allow me to explain. Regulators have two primary functions. The first, as the name suggests, is the regulation of the wearer's reserve of souls. Should they die, a regulator expends a soul to bring them back to life. Oh. Okay. Interesting. Reserve? You mean people walk around carrying spare souls? How does that even work? They do. Souls are packaged in cells, and they can be used to replenish the life force that is lost due to sudden death, such as in accidents. They do nothing for those who die of old age, though. The distribution of soul cells is based on one's work evaluation to encourage exemplary performance when fulfilling their duties. So... souls as a common resource, and payment for services rendered. The level of fuckery. The Void Send practice of consuming others for their ether comes to mind, and similarly I expect that the act comes with some risk. Well, of course we're gonna remember our friends from the other side. How did the consciousness of others corrupt your own? This is prevented through memory management, a process which regulators also play a role. Memory management, then the reason everyone has forgotten Amika's existence the regulars are constantly recording the memories of their wearers, so if they should suddenly die, their memories can be refreshed as part of the restoration process. This is how they preserve one's identity and sense of self. However, the regulars are also triggered when someone else dies. The reason being is that regulars forcibly extract memories related to the deceased from anyone wearing one. Why would they do such a thing? It's a kindness bestowed upon the people by Everkeep's core system so that no one has to suffer the pain of loss. So this is what is meant by their memories being in the cloud. Indeed, all memories of the deceased are wiped from the minds of the people and archived in the system. It's a frightening function of the regulators and an integral step in soul cell production. Pain. You see, when a person dies of natural causes, their soul is temporarily housed within the regulator. It's then delivered to a facility where memories are separated from the soul. The result is a fresh soul cell, free of impurities, ready for distribution and consumption. Meanwhile, the memories are stored in the core system to be remembered forever. And this is why people are happy here. On its surface, it's similar to the Yokoi philosophy, but I see nothing noble or comforting in it. Well, it doesn't seem so terrible to me personally. All comes down to what you're used to, I suppose. Like the bear encasing Alexandria, this system was created to overcome the calamity that transformed the world hundreds of years ago. Amidst the mounting death toll, scientists used Electrope to devise a means to save what lives they could so the nation could endure. I understand the people of Alexandria did what they believed was best to save their people. I just find it hard to believe the Torali would also accept this way of living. It came as a shock to us as well. In fact, a great many were opposed to it. Which is why the use of regulators was never compulsory. The people have always been free to go without them if they so wish. This fiend didn't strike me as the sort of ruler to impose her will on others. Ah, so you've already met. She's the one who suggested we come to the Thunder Yards in the first place. She also said she wants to help us stop Zarelja. Awful kind of her to point you in my direction, and to speak so candidly as well. Whatever her motives, she has given the people a choice. Live with the risk of true death, or the security of the regulators. Everything that lives must someday die. That is the natural order of things. Quite right. But however you feel about them, it would be easier to understand what the regulators are capable of if you saw it for yourself. I know just the person to show you, and as luck would have it, they should be starting work right about now. Who are we going to see exactly? Come with me, and you'll find out. I'm so confused. We know the people of the reflections are partial souls. Of the source and the reflections are all partial souls, with the source being a bigger part of the whole. But like, so how are they extracting said like shards? Like, is there even that much left to extract? Everyone here? Good. It is responsibility of the Thunderyard's hunters to fell any fiends found wandering the area. We're to meet an acquaintance of mine, Strika, one of these hunters. Strika. Kiwa? What are you doing here, and with so many friends? Apologies for the interruption, but I was hoping they might observe you at work. Hunting, you mean? That's fine, I guess. Hold on, I assume they were wearing special regulars like Queen Spheen's crown. But they aren't wearing anything at all. It's much dangerous to be here without one. What if they're struck by lightning or attacked by beasts? I can assure you they're all quite capable of looking after themselves. If anything should go amiss, I will take full responsibility. Well, don't say I didn't warn you. Danger aside, there isn't really much to see. Kafkiwa said you're a hunter, but wouldn't it be easier for those mechanical soldiers to guard this place? It would, if not for the fact they're weak to lightning. And the Thunderyard being what it is, they've been ordered to steer clear. Some good they are, eh? But these facilities are vital to the upkeeping of Alexandra's infrastructure, so it falls to hunters like me to deal with any fiends. Given the danger, we're well compensated for our work. It's a perfect profession for anyone looking to build up savings of souls. The special selection of souls for hunters isn't terrible either. I brought this lot here to see this danger you speak of, if it's not too much trouble to ask. Of course, in which case it'd be a shame to waste my efforts on just any old beast. You all can handle yourselves in a fight, right? If you cause a ruckus saying what critters you see nearby, there's a chance you'll draw out something worthy of a demonstration. Pain. Oh, sure, I'm sad, but I suppose we should each slay what we can. Ugh. Why am I doing someone else's job for them? Again. This one will do nicely. Eh? She's a pugilist? Monk? Whatever. We'll help you. It's fine, really. I faced worse. Just watch. I'm gonna be very upset if she dies and comes back. I don't like the looks of this. Let us help. Oh no. Look out! Arr. "12 preserved." Yeah. She needs healing. No, she'll be fine. That was terrible. I thought y'all were supposed to be good at this. That was embarrassing. The bastard caught me off guard. No, no, you just suck at this. Are you mad? Seriously, let us help. I told you not to worry. This will only take a moment. Stop trying to be impressive and just do the thing. Just like Zorologia. Yeah, it makes it less impressive. Come on, let's get out of here. That's also a function of the regulator? Oh. I think I understand now how Zorologia was able to return from the dead and defeat Papa, but I'm not sure what we saw at the end there. As soon as the regulator turned red, it was as if you were possessed. Your movements became beast-like. Yeah, Don't tell me, you empowered yourself with the soul of a beast. I'm reminded of the serpentine soldier we encountered at Vanguard who did the same. So you've crossed paths with one of the king's elite. Such a form can only be achieved from gorging yourself on souls. We could do the same in theory, but it's incredibly dangerous. Besides, it's not as if they'd allow hunters to carry that many souls to begin with. Well, I should be getting back to work. Take care. And there you have it. Regulars can be loaded with two kinds of souls. Those of people and those of beasts. The souls of people can be used to grant the user preternatural strength. Naturally, they can also be used to ensure no one suffers an untimely death. And what about the souls of beasts? They work much in the same fashion, imbuing the strength of the chosen animal. If, for example, you use the soul of a wolf, you would grow more agile and feral, as you saw with Strika. Using several of the same type at once, however, would result in physical changes. Your teeth might become fangs, your nails claws, too many, and you'll become more beast than man. Changing one's form through the souls of other beings. It becomes more and more reminiscent of Void Scent. Yeah, this is like evil Void Scent. Which is funny when you think about the fact that the Void Scent is supposed to be the power of darkness. Right? It's when you tip the scales too far into the negative. But this is just pure evil. Although, no, because in Final Fantasy XIV, light is stillness, whereas darkness is movement. So, no, but the not the light wards, the mini ones aren't evil. They're just mindless. Sin Eater. Yikes. That took a bit. Yeah, the Sin Eaters aren't like the Seether. What the hell are we watching? Yet unlike the Void or the cycle of death and rebirth is simply broken, souls here are forcibly taken before they might reach the ethereal sea. Different means to achieve similar ends. No. This is just twisted. In the Void, they can't move on. They're stuck. Here they're just stopping it artificially, which is gross. A cycle to which all within the dome are bound. This is wrong. This is all wrong. It is indeed hard to accept, being so far removed from our own beliefs. Perhaps more shocking is that the technology to achieve all this was developed hundreds of years ago. That's less shocking. I'm sure the Allagans could have done it. If you know, they weren't being led by Hades from the shadows. Hades, Hephaestus, and Themis. They were all leading the Allagan Empire from the shadows. They probably, you know, did their murder thing whenever the situation called for it to prevent this, but like, whoo boy. Because stopping rebirth could stop those of the Convocation from being born. The civilizations and the reflections are surprising indeed. Yeah, this shit's fucked up. God damn. You know shit is bad when the OG villains of this game wouldn't have crossed that line. While we all have our thoughts on souls, for now the important thing is we know what power Zoralja has at his disposal. It is one thing to separate corporeal ether from incorporeal ether, but to strip memories from the soul entirely is unprecedented technology. It's fucked! It's no longer only Tuliolo's concern. With his newfound power, Zoralja has become a real threat to the entire world. Indeed, he has to be stopped no matter the cost. Agreed. The worth of a soul. What's the title? Dome Breaker. I've only done 60, that's funny. Rafflesia Reaper, Melusine Mauler, the Avatar, Domitor, the Legend, the Ultimate Legend, the Perfect Legend, the Heavens Legend, the Alpha Legend. I mean... Huh? Defeat Odin at Earth's Spawn. I'm pretty sure I've done this. Mythbreaker. Job and role quests? Monk. We're looking for red mage. So the first one doesn't give you anything. Interesting. Did I ever finish the sage quests? Picto perfect. Okay, I'm gonna BRB. Embracing oblivion. Oh. Oh, Dawnbreaker. Huh. Okay. Embrace oblivion of care regards with concern. Trust you've gained an insight into the use of souls in Alexandria. It's shocking, I know. I was revealed myself at first. I expect you'll need some time to adjust it all. But for now, let's head back to Earth and Sky. At this rate. And so they want to discuss with everyone. Let's take a moment before we head into the tunnel. I'm not comfortable with this. I'm sorry for delaying this, but I have some thoughts I need to share. In both technology of Alice, it's plain there's a wide gulf between Tuliolol and Alexandria. And while Zeralja knows everything about us, we know hardly anything about what he's become. Indeed, we haven't even seen what lies within that enormous tower, Everkeep. So, here I'd like to make a proposal. That is, we work with the Kiwa and our people. We need to learn as much as we can about the enemy. The quickest way would be to join hands with Oblivion. We only just met them, I know, and we shouldn't be too quick to trust. But the fact remains that they share a desire to stop Zeralja. Sphene, too, claims to be at odds with the King of Zolv. May I ask why he would cooperate with Oblivion instead? Simple, really. Their leader is Erenville's mother. Meanwhile, whatever Sphene may feel, she's the ruler of this nation. There's a greater risk in working with her and less reason to take her at her word. A fair point, and knowing Zeralja, we must assume that his arrangement with Sphene was not made without some consideration. All I know is that it would be heartening to have allies in this strange realm. I think everyone would agree that any help we can get would be welcome. Hold on, there's no guarantee that's actually my mother behind the machine. This is true. Without seeing her in the flesh, we can't rule out the possibility of a ploy. If it turns out to be a trap, we endanger not only ourselves, but everyone in Tuliolol. As you say, we have the proof that it really is Kiwa. But I make my proposal in full awareness of this. Whether we're going to war or striving for peace, we need to learn as much as we can. Otherwise, we can't hope to do anything meaningful. As it stands, we know too little about this realm. We need to remedy that We need to study the enemy, and when the time comes, strike down Zoraljo for good and all. What's more, I trust you, Aaronville. You've always had great instincts, honed from your time training under your mother. What if I'm wrong? What if sentiment is clouding my judgment? I trust Aaronville. Ow. That's always the way of it with you. Yeah. Fine, if you said on this, then I'll say no more. Then it's settled. Let's head inside, secure ourselves some new allies. Oh joy, more secrets. Although I think this one's in like a couple hours, it gets revealed, so really? Friend just showed me a thing. It's fine. Kiwa, there's something I need to tell you and your people. We came here for no other reason than to strike down Zoralja. But I thought he was your brother. He's also a traitor. He committed treason, my guy. Literally. Do you mean to kill your own kin? Well, I mean, my kin invaded our nation, murdered our people. As vow of resolve, it falls to me to bring him to account. Yeah, he committed treason. I need to figure out a way to get BTTV emotes back. Anyway, I'm prepared to do what I must, and I won't hesitate when the time comes. Bro, his dad tried to kill him. Like us, you and yours opposed Zoralja. In light of this, I propose that we work together to stop him once and for all. I realize that this is sudden, that it's a gamble to trust someone you've only just met. But I would trust in the conviction of anyone who shares my goals, so fight with me, I beg you. As you say, our goals align, and I don't doubt your resolve in the least. If you hadn't proposed working together, I would have done so instead. Truth be told, it's been tough going at it alone. While we've gathered ample intelligence, we don't have the strength to take decisive action. And that's where I come in. Besides, how could we not trust you? My only son is with you, my fussy little bun. He's all the reason I need. I mean, accidentally based parenting? It's like, oops! I did a good thing by accident. Whew. That's decided. Here's to a fruitful collaboration. I really want to know what she looks like. Supposedly she's similar to Erinville, which, considering Erinville is pretty boy extraordinaire, you know, should be nice. Thank you, Kakiwa, everyone. Together we'll achieve great things, I'm sure of it. I'm like dying inside. Then let's not waste any time. We've been wondering about Zoralja's whereabouts. Is there a palace inside that tower? After fashion, the king resides on the uppermost level. But while Queen's Fiend has a penchant for going out in public, he seldom shows himself. What's more, his movements are highly classified. Not even his commanders are privy to that information. If anyone knows where he is at any given time, it could only be the Queen. My man's doesn't... she does not know, I don't think. Even if we don't know his whereabouts, Zoralja will eventually march on Tuliolol again. That's when we can go after him. The drawback is we'd have to wait for the invasion to happen. Innocents would be put in harm's way. So not an option. What is plan B? Because plan A is shit. There's a possibility that he'll leave everything to his minions and not command the army in person. So he's a coward. A leader leads from the front, not cowers in the back. No, he'll take the field. What makes you so certain? My brother has always yearned to surpass our father. That's why he attacked Tuliolol. After waiting for 30 years, the first thing he wanted to do was demonstrate his newfound strength. But killing Papa didn't satisfy him, so now he's bent on proving himself stronger than me and Kona, who bested him in the right of succession. Challenged me to strike him down. He wants a duel to show everyone that he's superior to the Dawn Servant, and he won't let his minions deprive him of the pleasure. Then why hasn't he appeared and given you your chance? Surely he's aware of our presence here. That I can only guess. Perhaps he wants to dazzle us with his wondrous realm. But if he won't deign appear, then we'll force him to do so. Even as we gather intelligence, we make no move to attack him. Show absolutely no interest in a confrontation. Knowing him, he'll tire of waiting and turn his attention to Conan instead. He'll attack Tuliolo again, like he said he would. I see. If you believe this is the best approach, then we have no objections. It's the worst approach possible. You're putting innocent civilians in danger. Unless you plan on having, like, military show up, like, at the gate, I guess. Any campaign against Tuliolo requires that Zoraljo lead his forces through the vanguard. We'll have lookouts to keep an eye on it day and night. Okay, I guess that works. This strategy is certainly viable. If we're proceeding with it, though, we should warn those outside. Indeed, they'll need time to prepare their defenses. I should be glad to coordinate our efforts. I'm already in regular contact with Yustola, and we'll make sure to keep our comrades apprised of developments. You can leave Vanguard to us. We'll send word at the first sign of movement. It seems we have a plan. Yeah, I guess. While we wait for Zoraljo to move, you do well to prepare for battle, and it begins with familiarizing yourselves with the technology that empowers him. To that end, I'll show you to Oblivion's main headquarters. Oh, I thought this place was it. You'll be impressed to know that we're located right inside that tower, in the residential district of Solution 9. Hiding a tree in the forest, as it were. The real question is how to get you through the checkpoint. Ah, about that. Sveen said that she'd make it so we could enter without an issue. Okay. She did. Curious. She's not supposed to have such authority over the centuries. If I recall correctly, her words were that she would register us as guests. I see. Perhaps we're in the clear then. When you're ready, come and meet me at the tower entrance. Before we head out, give us a moment to introduce ourselves properly, eh? After all, names are good to know and working together. This would have to be voiced. Otherwise, it's just me mispronouncing names. Not affiliated with Twitch, blah blah blah. Yeah. After all, we're together. Oblivion has operas all over. We're the main crew here. I'm Geode, the leader of this hideout. And the Pendle young twins behind me are Nostalgia and Wayakwe. Nostalgia? Really? I'm Nostalgia. It's a pleasure to meet you. My sister and I were born and raised inside the barrier. We've been with Oblivion for 3 years, and our main duties are surveillance and provisioning. Twins, eh? Like twins of resemblance. Wayakwe is a Tonawautan name, unless I'm mistaken. That's right, our mother's Tuliolan, and our father is Alexandria. They wanted to honor both cultures. What? They're beautiful names. Thank you. Though I have no memories of my mother, I like to think I carry a part of her with me. So, what made you decide to join Oblivion? We wanted to avenge your father. Ambrose was his name, and years ago he was taken away after a scuffle with a soldier over a disagreement. It was a minor incident, so at first we clung to the hope that he'd be released, but when months went by with no word from or about him, we made the decision to remove our regulators. We had already lost the memories of our mother. We didn't want to lose those of our father as well. They've all forgotten about him now, everyone who had known him. That bastard. Even here, he thinks nothing of his own people. Some time later, we were approached by a member of Oblivion, hoping to get justice for our father. We joined the Order. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to darken the mood. No, I appreciate you sharing this. Together, we'll avenge your father. And hers. Thank you. So that tells me you have what it takes. Introduce yourself too. Go on. It's pretty much the same story for me. You know, mine is a Tono Wauta name. I haven't the faintest how things are outside the barrier. Barrier. So I'm going to go and see it with my own eyes, our mother's homeland. Once peace is restored, you must come and visit. The wilds are beautiful, the food delicious, and everyone's so nice. You'll love it. For the most part, yeah. And that's us here. You'll meet others in the back room. That's our headquarters. Some of them are a little eccentric, but they have good hearts. They have good hearts all. Elena Shpia. One last thing. It isn't exactly my place to say this, but thank you for seeking out Kafkiwa. She talks about you so much, it's clear how important you are to her. That's all. Be good to your mother while you still can, eh? Well, we'll let you go now. Feel free to use this hideout as you like. Pain and suffering. Meanwhile, in Everkeep.
You've been consulting with Wuk Lamat. No matter. I do not know what you are scheming. But when your realm lay on the brink, you were powerless. You had no choice but to turn to me. Whatever sentiment you may feel for her, it is my power you require. Is it not?
Perhaps. And yet, knowing the love that Wuk Lamat bears for her people, how she regards them all as kin, I cannot help but wish to spare her the same pain I have suffered. What's more, her friends possess new knowledge. Were we to work together, we might find another path. I know you're loath to consider it, but is there no hope for peace with Tuliolo? What we've already done may be unforgivable, but it needn't continue. You needn't kill your brother and sister.
I slew my only flesh and blood. Yet you attempt to sway me with an appeal to family. The memory of my father's final moments still fills me with disappointment. Age came for him before I did. For long years, I sought to prove the miracle. And weak as he was, defeating him achieved nothing. To kill them is my only recourse. Wuk Lamat and Kona, who bested him as he was in his prime.
They are still your siblings, even if not by blood. That such bonds should mean so little to you.
I am bound to no one. Serve none save myself. I made that clear when first you spoke to me in the Golden City. Remember, I can easily kill your beloved family. If you would protect them, cast aside any foolish notions. Your wisdom and abilities are valuable insofar as our goals align. So think well before you act, Queen of Reason. Uklamot, if you are father's worthy successor, then you will find your way to me. But should you fall short, I will lay waste to Tuli Yolal.
What now?
Damn! Oh boy. Every time he opens his mouth, I want to punch him in the face. Uklama is eager to head to Everkeep. Right, Kafkiwa is waiting. Let's head to the tower. If I teleport... Yeah, on the bike. Would I still be on the bike? That's good. I would. Ah, ow. Ah, there you are. If Queen Sphene has registered you as guests, you should be able to march right in. And if she hasn't, then you may have a swarm of Zoralja's minions to deal with. Nothing for it but to see if Sphene has betrayed us, eh? It's not that simple. Thank you for your diligent service, friends. My companions and I would like to pass, if you'd be so kind. Outer Guardian identified. Registration number verified. The 6 company civilians identified. Verifying credentials. Credentials verified. Welcome guests of Queen Sphene. What a relief. There you have it. It seems the Queen is true to her word. Follow me, everyone. Solution 9 awaits.
Everkeep. A tower of electrope piercing a perpetual shroud of storm clouds. Occupying the 9th level of this 12-tiered structure is a residential district called Solution 9. In so naming their home, what hopes did its founders harbor for it? And did it prove the answer they sought?
Doctoral. Solution 9. Sibilance.
Spectacular, isn't it? There are more districts throughout the tower, including industrial ones, but Solution 9 is the largest.
Just being here makes my head spin.
It makes my heart ache.
Perfectly natural reaction.
Bro, it's like something out of
Shimmering
Cyberpunk.
electrope, replete with strange technologies that cater to every conceivable need. We never dreamed the light back home in Tuliolo. Now, while I go and explain the situation to those in the back room, why not take a moment to explore? I believe lived experiences are far more educational than dry explanations. And you want to know more about Sphene and Zoralja's dominion, do you not?
You had me to explore. Adventure go burr.
I had a feeling you'd be king.
Just to confirm, while we have been allowed inside, are we also permitted to roam?
Absolutely. As Sphene's registered guest, you'll find you're exempt from the sentry scrutiny. The elevator to the uppermost level. I wouldn't go near that. But other areas should be fine provided you act like you belong.
All right then, we'll show ourselves around.
Yes. Familiarizing ourselves with the technology here will help us prepare for the battles to come.
Try not to enjoy yourselves too much, or you're liable to attract attention.
Once you've explored to your satisfaction, come to the entrance to True View in the eastern sector. The way from there is a little complicated, so I'll send someone to guide you.
Understood. We'll see you later. I shall speak with the residents. Perhaps one of them will recognize the earring.
What's with this place? How can this all be the inside of a tower?
So, what aren't you telling me? Where are you?
That, I can't reveal yet. Precautions, you understand. Just know that I'm safe. come. Tell me about your adventurer friend. You seem to have a great deal of faith in him. You must have been through a lot together.
Oh, yeah.
You might say that. For instance, we found the entrance to the Golden City.
Wait, what? You did? Eleanor Spear, why didn't you mention this sooner?
You want to explore together?
I'd prefer not to, but sure.
It's not that I'm scared or anything. Everything is just so different from home is all.
So you're terrified. I am too, to be honest. Towers inside a tower. I see it, but I still can't believe it. For now, I say we proceed straight ahead. If we feel like we're getting lost, we can always turn around and go back the way we came. So is this the second hub? The place with all the tombstone gear? We're gonna take the long way around, of course. Hey! The Rakaznar stuff is here. Let's go. It's actually not bad, technically. I'm sure if it was dyeable, it'd be way better. Ooh, now that's a sexy scythe. Oof. Eh. The PvP one's still just the best one. This up of magic. So the 50 gear. This is literally just the level 50 tome gear, but worse. What the heck? That's so bad. Oh. That is so bad. Oh my life. Yeah, it's just the level 50 gear. It's literally just the level 50 tome gear. The Ironworks, I believe it's called. That's so terrible. That is so terrible. Saber longbow. Okay. Thanks for the bow again. It's actually pretty good looking. Unlike the job gear. Yeah. Having it green in the middle. But dang, all of these, it's just miss after miss. I feel so bad. Collectible Appraiser, Splendor's Vendor, Script Exchange. Miscellany? Oh. Okay. Okay. That's cute, I guess. But how do I get the scale? That's what I want to know. Hopefully I figured it out. T-top scale. A serpentine Taural withdrawal. That doesn't sound. It's only 12. So it's not the EX mount. The EX mounts are always 99. Well, I mean. Air Wheeler Dealer? This is the bike! This is the bike! Oh wow, they weren't kidding. It is 7.5 million gil. So, level skip my way into the bike? I think. I don't know if that would even get me to 8 million. Because I already have a bunch of them at 90. It's fine. Wait. We sold. They can be traded. Interesting. Okay. Thinking about it, every one of my alts gets 1 million, and I have 7 alts, so that's 7 million. And then I need 500k. Okay, so if I get a friend to help me trade the gill over for all of my alts, I'll be able to buy the bike. Okay. That's perfect. Because I gotta bring the alts up to Dawntrail. And that's 500k each for the level and for the story. So, hey! It's only a problem if I want to get the bike on on the other characters, but they don't need it. And lore-wise, the Fenrir mount, the SDS Fenrir fits more on some of them. The crossroads already. This place is too much. I have no idea where I should go. To the right. Right. I've made up my mind. Let's head to that building there. We're gonna go to the right side, right? Damn. Bro. Note to self, never teleport to this area. A park in a government sector. I don't know how to feel about that. Parks are like a place for like kids, and the government is, well, yeah. Yeah, so I'm gonna go and unlock all the Ethernet shards while I'm ignoring Wuklamont. Even though I'm pretty sure we'll get it, we'll go through them via quest at one point. Because, you know, we always do. It's just funnier to do it, to have it, and then just go do a tour and be like, ha, 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 I've got it all.